The Windham Town and school elections are coming up soon. Why should you bother to vote in those elections? I believe there's one simple answer to that question. Because in Windham, New Hampshire, in the local election, your one vote really matters. At the bottom of the screen, you can use the calendar buttons to set yourself a reminder anytime during this video. Because we are a relatively small community, and because it's just Windhamites who get to vote in town and school election, your vote and mine can make a real difference. Our vote is won in hundreds, not hundreds of thousands or hundreds of millions. We live in a New Hampshire town. Our state has a long history of self-determination in local matters. We can be proud that, unlike many other states and unlike the federal government, you and I directly determine the governing of our town and schools. You and I determine who's going to be making decisions about our kids' schools when we vote for school board members. And you and I determine who proposes town budgets and hires town personnel when we vote for selectmen. You and I determine who's making the decisions about how our town will change and grow when we vote for planning board members. And you and I determine whether or not we're going to build schools or repair roads or build a park or buy a fire truck. Town government in New Hampshire is set up in a way that voters can really determine the matters that affect our daily lives and our long-term quality of life. Why did you come to live in Windham? For most of us, it's because we thought that Windham provided good home value and good schools for our kids. Or you heard we had a great community to live in, lots of sports and activities, beautiful lakes and unspoiled areas. Your vote in the upcoming local election directly affects your home value, your kids' education, your quality of life, your tax bill. Maybe you came to New Hampshire because you didn't like the way other states had so much control over town spending. Here's your chance to be part of the New Hampshire way of local governance. I'm always surprised that so many people come to vote in the presidential and general elections but don't vote in the local elections. Sure, those elections are important, but our local elections are also important. They directly impact our lives, our kids, our property values. Governing in New Hampshire town is not a spectator sport. You have an important position to play. You can affect the outcome of these elections. Our town and schools work for us when we participate. So read the local newspapers, talk to your elected officials, attend some board meetings, or watch them on TV. See our local officials in action. If you do, you'll have a much better idea about how you want to vote on the ballot questions and who you want to vote for. Your vote really matters, so I hope to see you at the polls.